Hello you beautiful lot, my name's Purple and this is the Kotch. If you like the video, hit the like and subscribe button, then hit the little bell for the notifications and we can let you know about the Kotch. Peace, love and light with a little touch of Wellingborough unity. Right, hello everybody and welcome to our Walkabout Wednesdays. This should be a good one, I've been waiting for this. Right, now here down the Kotch there's a grid. And from this grid, I kept questioning, where's that coming from? Where's this sewer coming from? Because it's not sewage, because it only runs when there's been a bit of rain. Anyway, I kind of followed it. And a friend was telling me it was like a tributary to a well and a spring. So, of course, I started looking into it a little bit more. Anyway, it led on to one amazing journey. Absolutely epic. And I always thought there was 7 Wells of Wellingborough, but there's not. There's actually 16 main wells and over 100 more. And in World War II, you know, the army did look, I think it was 100 different wells, and they were all over Wellingborough and Findon and Rushton. It was actually pretty epic. And the first video I've got for you is the Lady Well. Right, so I'm up at Berrywell Close, Burrows Bush. According to my map, the well is in there. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get down the little back bit and show you the brook. Because I can't go trespassing really. No. And I don't want to highlight anybody, because I know the council are looking to shut all these down. Safety over heritage, I suppose. Anyway, won't be long. I'm down the bottom of Ness Lane, and what I want to try and do is I want to try and get into the bottom of the allotments where the Lady Well is. But to do that, I've got to go through one of my childhood play areas at the bottom of the Hemmingwell. So at the bottom of Ness Lane, you'll find this green gate, and what we want to do is head through there, because at the back there's a forest, and at the back of the forest down the bottom there's a stream, and I do believe that stream is where all the water from the wells are dumped. So if I can't get into the allotments, I'll at least find the stream. When I do get home, I will try and find out what this little bit of land was actually used for, and why such an empty space has been left. Reasons for everything. Ground is getting rather squidgy, and that looks like a little channel, and that's all soaking there. Yeah, water's been running through here. Yeah. That's awesome, right? So I guess these little streams have been running a bit dry. I mean, we had a little bit of rain today, but that's just that right amount of water to be trickling out. So when they blocked up all the wells, that the water's still going to go somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, no, I've got to try and make my way out of here and just go through that way. Great having big feet. But yeah, I did just go the long way around, but at least we got it. Yeah, so that's the brook that is fed by the lady well. Oh, wow. Yeah, so I mean, this woods was brilliant when I was younger. We used to come down here and collect loads of bits and go on bug hunts, and the place is still quite magical, actually. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, and I remember coming down and we were naughty little gits, and we did used to go into the allotments and get our fruit, you know. It's just, I suppose, what we did when we were younger, raised in a different way to you lot, I suppose. But yeah, there you go. That'll do, won't it? Yeah, so that's epic. That's the old place I used to go and play. So I went and found that one. And then I thought, well, that's one place I used to play. What about the other place I used to play? So I looked on this map and there it was, the Hemmingwell. So yeah, here's the video. Right, here we are in my favourite place in the world. The one place I feel safest of all. The place I was brought up and lived in a house all my life. The Hemmingwell. And down this way is the Hemmingwell. And Hemmingwell is supposed to be used for tanning, because the word hemming back in the old days meant for tanning of raw hide. So I'm going to head down that way. Right. So there's a brook that runs down the back of there. And this is the side of Former Lane. And showing on my map, it's supposed to be either around here or around here. Now, since the brook is down the bottom and there's a willow tree in there, just there, I reckon that'll be a good place to start. So I'm searching this little area, and what I've done is I've just asked this lady and this young gentleman here, have they seen any running water about whilst they've been playing, whilst I'm looking for the well? Of course, his mum and this young man here have just told me this fire hydrant here was causing a bit of a stir, and it weren't during the floods. It was whilst it was just overflowing. So that could be a good sign of the water underground and the Hemmingwell being here. Thank you for that, young man. What's your name?
Amari.
Nice one. Well, my name's Purple. All right. Take it easy, buddy. Old Hemmingwell community. And thank you for your information, young man. Right. I hear running water. Running water. And it's quite dry in the land. It hasn't rained for a few days. And for the location, I may be a little bit low, so I'm going to take a little walk back up, but I'm pretty sure I'm on to the winner. The Hemmingwell. So yeah, that's cracking. Fire hydrant. And apparently that was spewing out loads and loads and loads. So that's got to be the main spring. And that there would be the well where they would have took it up from, I'm pretty sure. Cool, eh? Right, on to the next one. Yeah, so thank you, young Amari, and your mother as well. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you. With your little bit of help, I kind of managed to piece the bits of the puzzle together. So, yeah, I like that. I like that. From there, I decided to go further on down to the Ockendale, because right there was rumours of another well, the London. The Ockendale. So, I suppose as we go down the back, beautiful. If we go down the back, in that forest, or even in these, yeah, the London Well, down there somewhere. Let's go have a look, see if we can find any other little bits. So I'm down behind the Ockendale, and I was trying to find where the water from the well there could be running off, and I think I may have found it. Yeah. So there's this bit and it runs down. I mean, it's dry at the minute, but yeah, and of course it runs down that way, which is awesome. That man was absolutely brilliant, full of information. Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, so when they found the well here, they were digging up the road, putting it in, and they uncovered a well. And in this well, it was loads of rubble, and it was dry, and there was a skeleton in the bottom of it. So since I was down this end of town, I thought, all right, let's go for the furthest one. Let's go for the pain in my shoe. Let's go. So I bopped it all the way up to Glen Eagles estate, and I really struggled. I looked all around the estate. I really couldn't find anything. So my guess was it was in a garden. So I weren't going to do that. But a friend did tell me that there's a little forest at the back which leads to a little spring. So yeah, here's the journey. Hello you lot. Right, here we go again then. Now I'm at the back of Turnberry Close and Chatsworth Drive, and this is Stanwell. So I'm going to take you for the journey and go through the little woodland area here. We're going to see could be from the well, or the spring at least, because judging by the map it looks like it's in one of the gardens. That could be it. We'll keep going though. The Stanwell, one of a number of calciferous wells in the area. This Northampton sand spring flowed into a small pond and then into a spinney. This was located in what is now known as Glen Eagles Estate. The name suggests that there were quarries nearby. Before the development of this area, significant archaeological site was discovered. It was hoped that the site would be investigated before the houses were built. that I found here is the spring, and I'm pretty sure the spring had the road built on top of it. So yeah, it is a shame, but at least there's running water. So yeah, we got it. Right, let's get out of here. Oh, way up. Ah, dear. You know, looking at the map, it does show that the well is in someone's garden. And the little bit that I showed you by the brook with the bricks, that was its runoff. I'm pretty sure of it. So yeah. Now, where do we go next? So after that, the time was getting on in the morning, so I knew me lady would be awake soon. So I decided to head back towards the Hemmingwell, and I went through Kilbourne Green, and I didn't go to the one that everybody knows because I needed my queen to go see this. So instead, I went down to Harrowden Well. Enjoy. So the next well we've got is down on this one. And we want to head down that way to Harrowden Well. So I've come down the back of Glamis Woods, and what I'm looking for is the Harrowden Well. So we've got the stream here, which something very important is at the top, but we'll get to that once I go get the missus. But Harrowden Well should be over in this back corner here at the back of Roachway. So we'll take a little walk along and see if we can find it. The Harrowden Road Well. This well appears to have fed the Harrowden Road Mill, joining the stream from Stanwell Road at the Mill Pond in Harrowden Road, Kilbourne's Mill. This stream has since been diverted from the Mill Pond, but the weir remains where the stream enters the culvert under Harrowden Road to join Harrowden Brook at Farndon Road Estate. So yeah, there's a house right at the very bottom of here, and apparently that is the old mill. So I didn't want to go trespassing, but there is an old weir there and it's still remaining. So cool, eh? Ah, what have we here? By George, I think we've got it. Yeah, awesome. So then the well would be up there somewhere. I bet they would have grassed right over it, or built houses straight over it. Ah, this must be the entry point, I'm guessing. We're close. We must be. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so I did struggle, but at least you can see the tributary, the little pipe coming out. So when the groundwater fills up, it's got somewhere to go to, straight into a brook and not into our taps. But I'm not bothered about that. At least it's clean and fresh. Yeah, so from there I decided to go up Harrowden Road a little bit to where Redwell Medical Centre is, and just over the road. Enjoy. So the next one I've got, the ancient well. And I'm on Harrowden Road. There's this little area. And when they were excavating for the ironstone, they found like a 1.5 foot across hole. And it went 25 feet deep. But there was only a tiny bit of water in it. And down the bottom it was really wide. It was like 4.5 feet wide. Yeah, I mean, there weren't no water in there, but they found several bodies. Yeah, that's down there somewhere. Now, I would get down there, but that is a vineweed heaven. Maybe one day we can get hold of the council and maybe they can sort that out, because this is a beautiful little journey. Okay, so I'm just off Gainsborough Drive, and just before you get to this little bit, the other side of the Vineweed Heaven, there's this. I think that's the lid. Harrowden Well. Right, let's go get the missus, because she needs to be on this journey. Well is in there. But yeah, check that out. I love my hometown. I love my country. Not too sure on the rulers, but I love the people. So now with the missus in tow, we need to go visit the most special well of all, the Redwell. And before I show you the video, I just want to read a little bit of something to you. And this is the little pamphlet that I got given by the museum. Right. One of the earliest recorded names for what is now the town of Wellingborough was Wendelingborough, meaning the borough, settlement of Wendell's people. Wendell was a notable Saxon tribal leader whose name was recalled in Wellingborough today, for example, the Wendell Walk. However, in the beginning of the 17th century, the name for the town had evolved through various spellings to Wellingborough, perhaps also reflecting the many springs and wells in the area. The words well or spring were used to describe any source of water springing up naturally from the ground. Nowadays, a well tends to describe an artificial opening in the ground. Now, the Redwell. The Redwell was particularly famed for the medicinal properties of its waters, and King Charles I and his wife, Queen Henrietta Maria, came twice to the town to take the waters. Now, the rumour was the well had certain fertility properties. So that's she didn't have a child, she wanted to get pregnant, so she came down for it. They first came down in 1628 and then again in 1637. The town enjoyed a brief period of fame as the spa, but its reputation had declined by the early 18th century. This was possibly because the town did not have the benefit of the patronage of a prince regent or the establishment of a season. The last documented attempt to re-establish the town as a spa happened at the beginning of the 19th century, but to no avail. So yeah, that's epic, and that's the Redwell. And the Redwell is the most famous one we have. There are school trips from all over England that come to our well, and they look at the history of Wellingborough through all of this. It's a real good school trip. Anyway, enough of that. Let me show you the video. I hope you enjoy. So now I've got the missus with me. Hi, Leanne. Morning. We're going to go look at the Redwell. And the Redwell was visited by the King and Queen. So that'd be King Charles and his Queen Henrietta. And of course we had Harrowden Well just in this corner. And on the other side of these hills is the Redwell. Right, here we are up Kilbourne Green, and we're just about to enter Glamis Woods. Let's go. to the green. Oh, Conker just fell down. Flump. Oh wow. Hey, information. Information. Oh look, a grid. Oh, this is it. Yeah, we're here. Beautiful. There it is. Oh yeah. So Queen Charles I and his wife Henrietta Maria, the ambassador for Mantua in Italy, they came and visited here. Oh, I like the poem. That's awesome. So I take it that would be that grill over there. Let's have a look. Yeah. That's got to be it. No, can't really see in there. Looks a bit cressy. Yeah, there's water in there. Awesome. That's cool. But you know what? I can hear running water still.
Right down there.
Is it down there? See if we can follow it around. Because there's some water here, look. Random. Let's have a look. It seems to be coming from in here. It's flowing. Oh look. Oh, that's the one. It's a sand well. Oh wow, look at that spring. That's what we've been waiting for.
So clear, smooth.
It really is clear. Oh yeah. You know what? That looks drinkable. Shall I try it for you all? Because I ain't scared, I've done worse. Here, Leanne, look, you hold this. Yeah, that's fresher than my tap. I'd feel safer drinking that than I would my own tap water. Yeah, that's fresh. That's fresh. And I did do a little bit more research, and in World War II, the battalions used to fill up all their water supplies at this spring. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I know, I've done worse, so please, it's not advised to drink the water. It's not. Boil it first and you might be alright, or just have little sips. Don't drink large amounts. You'll be on the toilet for England, alright? Yeah, so the next one, it was bad luck. I am so sorry. But the rest of the video's kind of, you don't need me to explain, so I'm just going to let you enjoy, alright? And I'll see you at the end of it all. Well, that's a shame. I'm at the next spot, which is Whitewell. So it's a shame because all these new houses here have been built on it. I'll see if I can dig up a little bit more for you. But yeah, another one bites the dust. Well done for building on it. The Whitewell, situated in the north part of town, the highest part. This well was piped from its source in an orchard at the junction of Harrowden Road and Gold Street into a covered reservoir. It then flowed into a ditch and from there into a millhead and onto a pumping station near the mill. It was then pumped into a service reservoir above the town. The water flowed from the reservoir to Dooley's Brewery in Sheep Street to be used for brewing. So, as we leave Harrowden Road, we're going to go down along Gold Street and find St John's Well. Right, on to the next one, and this one is St John's Well, and I'm at the end of King Street, which is top part of that Havelock Street, and there was this yard, and of course on my little map it shows that this is where the wells were. So I managed to have a quick sneaky look, and guess what? I can see the two wells. Have a look at this. yeah, St John's Well. Cool. It was part of the hospital, and both of those wells used to feed it. So awesome, right? Right. Off up to Broad Green then, Leanne. Yeah. Right. I'm up at the top of Broad Green now. We've got the manor house in the background, and we're looking for Buckwell. So apparently it's just off the Hardwick Road, so we're going to go and have a look. Me and this beautiful thing. Right, let's crack on. So I've come down this little alleyway opposite the little manor house, and there's these little garages here. But I do believe in this vicinity right here, you would find the Buckwell. And apparently the Buckwell used to come down and used to feed a couple of the places. I'll try and dig a little bit more. But yeah, Buckwell's in there. So if anybody sees this video and that lives around here and has a photo of this well, please share it. Water from here was piped into ornamental ponds in Westover House, which was in Oxford Street, West Villa Road now being on the site. Some of the water flowed to a standpipe in Northampton Road and could be used for street watering. All surplus water ran through surface sewers and into Swanspool Brook. So, looks like they've built on it again, doesn't it? But I do remember it being the old Sunlight Factory. So maybe the Sunlight Factory was built on top of that well to help the machines go in. And of course Sunlight Factory would close down if it dried up. Oh well. On to the next one, which I believe is Whitewell or Wickwell, one or the other. Wickwell. Right, we're going to Wickwell next. Cool. Right. Now we've travelled that one. In the back of one of these, there should be the Wickerswell. And of course the Wickerswell will come down this way and feed down onto a water pump just on the end of Oxford Street. So, just going to take a little walk up here and see if we can see anything. Wickerswell, probably a salt-bearing well, since wick is used as a suffix in the name of places where salt is produced. Wickes is considered to be a corruption of wick house, meaning salt house. There's quite a few of these here. Look. This one here. That one there. I think these are them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, as you can tell, they've cut it off. But yeah, that's too many water ports for one little area. So there you go. That'll be the Wickerswell. The Wickers, yeah. Awesome. And now the water pump for it is just round the corner. And there it is. The old Wickers water pump. That's all that's remaining of it. There's no markings or anything. But yeah. Oh, was that on there, is it? London SE Limited. Right, way of the light. Right, so London SE, J Stone and Co Limited, Deptford. Yeah, never knew that was there. Right, now the next one, and that's down by where the old swimming pool used to be, where I spent many of the years of my life, because my grandma used to live at the bottom of Priory. So yeah, we'll make our way there and then we'll work our way back into town for the rest of them. Sorry. Right, so here we are then, the next one. And we've gone through Manick Road. We're going to head down to this little green bridge. Because just to the right of the green bridge, I do remember there being like a capped off well. So I'm going to go see if I can find that bit, because I'm pretty sure that is the well. And over there's a tufty bit. And I'm pretty sure that is Croingwell. And of course Croingwell used to feed the swimming pool that was down there. Of course when it dried up they had to move the swimming pool and they moved it down to Cannon Street, where I do believe there is another well. Bless you well. I don't know how many times I have passed that and didn't even know it was well. That's brilliant. I suppose whilst we're here we'll have a quick look at the old Wellingborough swimming pool site, and then we'll head on to Abbott's Way. So before I go shooting off to Abbott's Way, this is the old Wellingborough swimming pool site down at Croingwell Park. And I'm pretty sure that well used to be fed straight into Wellingborough swimming pool. So I'm just going to have a look up here. There's a couple of tuffets of grass. Have a quick look. Oh, it's squidgy. Oh, it's squidgy. Can you hear that? There's a spring. Ha! Okay. All right. Up here. Yeah. Up here we have. Oh wow. This is all soaking. And there we have it. Yeah, I thought that tuffet looked a little bit strange. That's a spring. And that would have been what got pumped into Wellingborough swimming pool. That is awesome. It's soaking. Love it. So we're at the next one now, and we're looking for Whitchurch Well, and it's here at Spring Gardens. So according to my map, it should be where this school kind of complex is. So I think it was an iron pump well. So after World War II it was decided that safety was preferred over preservation, and they were all done up. I mean, why World War II? I don't know. Yeah. So that's what that is. The CE Academy, Fairlawn campus and Spring Gardens campus. And in there would actually be one of the water wells. So, yeah, interesting to know. But we can't get in there. If there is anyone who goes to this area, then, yeah, if you could take a photo or just have a look, see if there are drains anywhere. And, yeah, just have a look. I mean, I think that's no good. That's just sewage. That's just sewage. Oh yeah, air training course. So yeah, if anyone who goes in any of these, have a look. See if you can see where the old water pump used to be. All right, right. The next one is down at Wellingborough Council offices, which is Monkswell. Right, and these lovely pieces of garden are to represent the main 5 wells here in Wellingborough. So they have got them etched in on there. But if you've noticed, there's a lot of water in here. And that's because there's a spring right at the top end of it. And that spring used to feed a big old pond down here. And when I was little, I used to come and play in it. Yeah. Monk's Well. Yeah, so apparently the Monk's Well, you used to be able to see through a crack in some of the old structure that used to be here before the council offices. But of course then the council offices extension got there, and well, that was the end of the Monk's Well. I've got some pictures of it. It was absolutely amazing. And then they replaced it with this ugly building with slate up the side that's all grey and horrible. Croyland Abbey. Ah. For future videos. But not yet. So the next one on the show is the Crosswell, and the Crosswell used to be situated just outside the Hind Hotel. So we're going to make our way up there and see what we can see on the ground. Right, you beautiful lot, I'm outside the Hind Hotel and we're looking for the old Crosswell, but the whole old Crosswell got taken up, you know, just like the other well we've just witnessed. So I've been looking for markings on the ground, and the only markings we've got are these two great drain covers that are there and there. So it looks like they've ripped it up again. But in their place, what they have done is they've done a mosaic piece, which is to represent the 5 main wells. Of course, we're looking for the 16, but the main 5 wells, they're right here. Check this. The Crosswell. The Crosswell stood by the market cross. It seems to have dried up early in the 17th century, so it became necessary to take water first from Buckwell, then in 1803 from Whitechurch Well. Because of its importance to the town in general, and the market in particular, it was kept going until about 1901. Yeah, of course, Buckwell. So they're only the main 5, but we've been looking for the whole 16. So yeah, as we're heading to the Rising Sun Well, which is down Mill Road by the railway station, we're just passing Dooley's, which is Wellingborough Museum. So if it's open, I just want to pop in there and see if they've got this special leaflet on the special Wells of Wellingborough. See what turns out, eh?
A few moments later.
So yeah, lovely people right at the end there, and they've actually given me the leaflet. But they're wonderful people, and they've let me keep this one. So yeah, thank you, Wellingborough Museum. Big shout out. Much love to you guys. They did tell me as well, the dragon that was in Swansgate Centre is now completed, and yeah, very soon it will be in its new home. Exciting times, they tell me. So yeah, anyway, to the Rising Sun Well, let's go for it. So yeah, we've come down the east end side of Wellingborough, down to the bottom of Mill Road, and just on the left hand side before the bridge would be the site of the Rising Sun Well here in Wellingborough. So yeah, we'll see if we can see any manhole covers that look a little bit strange, or we'll see if we can find a little bit of land that looks a bit odd. Yeah, we'll see what we can find. The Rising Sun Well. This well faced east, which is why it's called the Rising Sun Well. Water was carried across the railway line and was used for drinking at the railway works. This lasted until the water became contaminated by the use of creosoted telegraph poles. But they said the water from this well was sparkling and cold, and was considered to be helpful in the treatment of eye infections. Right, so I'm guessing in there in there somewhere be the Rising Sun Well. Hang on a minute. What have I found? What's that? Oh, there's a little bit of metalwork just sitting at the top here, look. Yeah, so that, I think, would be the existing part of the well. that's it, I'm afraid. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it sparked off some knowledge banks that you've all got going, and hopefully I'm going to bring you a whole lot more. Yeah, we'll keep this all going. It seems like you're all enjoying it. We do now have a Facebook page for the Kotch. Yeah, you can find that one on Facebook, obviously. Within that page, you can find one of our groups, and on there you'll find all the pictures from everybody who comes down here and just enjoys the place. So that's the Kotch's community is what we're going to call it. But yeah, but that's enough from me today and my little hammer fix it. So don't forget these guys, they've been an absolute blessing to me. If you like the video, then please share it, share the knowledge, let people know all this stuff. Then hit the like and subscribe, then hit the little bell for the notifications, and we can let you know about the Kotch. I hope you have an amazing week and you enjoy the video. Peace, love and light with a little touch of Wellingborough unity.